Hey guys, just finished watching Gotham, Season 3, Episode 17, the Primal Riddle. This episode was pretty cool. It was pretty cool seeing Riddler pretty face on the Court of Owls and seeing him, figure out the Court of Owls. And I was surprised at the end there when you got to reveal that James become part of it. It wasn't Riddler. We didn't see what the Court of Owls did with Riddler. I'd like to see what happens with that and see if they kill him or not, or how they use him. And how he decides to kind of use it, what his part is, and what his, what he thinks of the Court of Owls and stuff like that. That's going to be fun to see that, and then eventually to see, does he use that when he finds out that Penguin is alive and has, two freaks to help him out. I think it's going to be interesting to see that. I was disappointed though that it was cool seeing Firefly and Mr. Freeze, but I just thought that it would be cool to see Fish Mooney and see all of her stuff and see Jada Pinkett return in the episode. So hopefully they can get more than just two monsters, because I feel like they need a lot more, especially if they know that he's going after the court, although Penguin doesn't know about the court, so I don't think it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. Maybe by the end of this season, Penguin goes, tries to attack, finds out that Riddler's part of the court and or with the court or whatever, and protected by the court, and then he tries to attack them. Then realizes he has no chance in hell to even do that, and that's when he goes and finds Fish Mooney and the rest of her gang and stuff like that. I mean, there was that big guy that Gordon was fought at the beginning of this season. Like in the first episode when he was just a bounty hunter collecting these guys from who got escaped from Indian Hill. I think that was pretty cool, and this guy had like these spikes and stuff like that. He was a dark skinned guy, and huge spikes and stuff. He was just throwing things around. He was pretty cool. So seeing characters like that, with all these different powers, I'd like to see them all return with Fish Mooney's gang, because some of these were with Fish Mooney, but it makes sense that one of them went off. Mr. Freeze, he can't go wherever Fish Mooney goes. He needs to go wherever he was, because he didn't have his suit and stuff and all that. But I'd like to see the rest of them come in. So maybe Penguin tries to attack the court and attack Riddler, but he's protected by the court and fails. And that's when the end of this season he goes and he gets Fish Mooney and her team to help do that. So I think that's going to be cool to see that. It's also cool seeing, Riddler trying to figure out who the court is and doing all this stuff, and seeing how Barbara's trying to figure out. Now she's going to try and do that. So I think it's going to be cool to see if we end up seeing, if Barbara tries to attack the court to try to figure out what the court is, and teams up with Penguin and Poison Ivy and all of them to try and do that, and then they realize that even them together can't attack the court. They won't do anything against the court. So we get Barbara and her gang and Penguin, and then the freaks with Fish Mooney. If she comes back, I'd love to see that for the next season. I'm not sure if this is renewed for next season yet, Gotham, but I think I'd like to see that set up for next season, with Fish Mooney returning and all that stuff. Maybe she could be in the last episode or something. I think it would be cool to see that. So definitely it was cool. Definitely can't wait to see where things go with this. It was cool kind of seeing Alfred playing chess with Bruce and kind of seeing that things were wrong. And then also I almost forgot seeing the Selena Kyle stuff. That was just so cool that they pretty much did straight up the Batman Returns, Wonder Woman, Catwoman origin there. Same thing as I forget her name. It's tip of my tongue, but it definitely was pretty cool seeing that. Julie Newmar. I forget her name, but it was really cool seeing the original classic Catwoman scene with the cats and stuff. So it's gonna be cool to see that. I definitely can't wait to see the trailers for the next season. Since I've watched it aired like at 6 o'clock here for me. So on the channel, so I watched it, so I'm waiting for 8 o'clock for the trailers to pop up online. So it's going to be fun to see that. Definitely can't wait to see what happens with that. Hopefully she's in it and they don't, she's not done for the season. I could see that being the thing. And if we don't see her in the next few episodes, but at the end of the season, I think we do have a lot of episodes. We're only on 17. We're probably going to go to 23 or something like that. So we have a few more episodes, enough time to have another her come back. But if we don't have her come back, which I think it's way too early to do that, but if we didn't, I'd love to see the last episode being her waking up in the alley with all the cats around her, like hundreds of cats around her. I think that would be pretty cool. Definitely can't wait to see how things go from here and what this means for Selena, if she's still alive. Assumingly she's still alive. They pretty much did the same, gave her the same origin as from the Batman Returns movie with Danny DeVito. I keep on forgetting. I can't think of her name. It's on the tip of my tongue. I was thinking about it during the scene. That was the same as what's her face. But so it definitely was interesting to see, and I definitely can't wait to see what happens with that and how what's going on with Bruce. We didn't see any of him dealing with Ra's al Ghul or whoever that guy was from the other episode. But it's nice seeing Alfred and stuff like that, and seeing where things go with that. It was disappointing though that we didn't see him kind of we saw bits and pieces, but very little of him catching on, and that's not Bruce. I mean, there must be something. He realizes it's not Bruce or something. I was hoping that we'd go to the kitchen with him when he said he was going to go make supper or something like that, and we'd see him kind of figure it out and just thinking and just like putting kind of making a list of that's a little wrong, things that are wrong, and kind of seeing where things go with that. So it's going to be interesting to see where things go and how what happens with the rest of this. So let me know what you think, guys, about this episode in the comments below about Gotham Season 3, Episode 17, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace! Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Peace.